Po sa inyo lahat. The hearing of the Committee on Justice and Human Rights is hereby called to order. We have calendared for today a bill entitled An Act Institutionalizing a Criminal Investigation System, another bill, an act granting hazard pay to regional trial court judges, two bills on the lateral transfer of judges, one bill creating an additional RTC in Calapan, Oriental, Mindoro, and an additional municipal trial court in Baco, Oriental, Mindoro. And then three resolutions touching on the safety and security of members of the bench and bar. So the bill numbers are SBN 2670, SBN 2469, SBN 443, SBN 1732, House Bill number 3145, and then resolutions PSR numbers 578, 659, and 676. Okay, so these are the measures we will be discussing this afternoon. So today's hearing on Senate Bills numbers 443 and 1732 is a continuation of our hearings held last February 3 and 13, 2014. So may I call on Committee Secretary Ms. Claire Fuentes-Olay to, for the record, acknowledge the presence of our resource persons today.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon to everyone. Our resource persons for this afternoon's hearing are as follows. We'll start with Attorney Joanne Francis Castro from the Insurance Commission, Attorney Virgilio Publico from the Philippine National Police. From the Armed Forces of the Philippines, we have Lieutenant Colonel Agustin Matavia and Captain Lorene Caballo. From the Philippine Trial Judges League, Inc., we have Judge Vic Montes. From the Metropolitan and City Judges Association of the Philippines, Judge Grace Chavez T. From the Philippine Judges Association, we have its President, Judge Ralph Lee, and Judge Divina Grace Perino. From the Public Attorney's Office, we have Attorney Maria Joy Karen Adraneda Filo and Attorney Carmela Ablaza. From the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, we have Attorney Gil Pabilona. From the Department of Justice, we have Prosecutor Feliciano Aspi, State Counsel Maria Lorene Suwan, and State Counsel Shara Mangoba. From the National Bureau of Investigation, we have Attorney Florentino Canlas, Attorney Dante Jacinto, and Attorney Peter John Lugay. From the Philippine Coast Guard, we have Probationary Ensign O.J. Pagdonsolan. From the Bureau of Immigration, we have Attorney Homer Arellano. From the Securities and Exchange Commission, we have Assistant Director Laila Laureta Agustin and Attorney Michael Oliver Barrientos. From the Office of the Court Administrator, we have Attorney Joaquim Corsiga. From the Supreme Court of the Philippines, we have Deputy Court Administrator Raul Bautista Villanueva. And from the Bureau of Internal Revenue, we have Attorney Efren Martinez.
Thank you, Ms. Olay. I asked why the AFP is present this afternoon, and I think we will be discussing about the hazard pay of the AFP. So, Judge, we will be comparing their hazard pay to your hazard pay, to your proposed hazard pay. And in the process, benefit them. Kasi I believe, nasa, ano ba kayo? 240 per month. 240 pesos per month. Akala ni Judge Pilinyo dollars, hindi po, pesos po. Pero okay, upon the request of the association, we will take up last your proposed measure. Okay, can we proceed this way? Can we tackle first the creation of courts in Oriental Mindoro? So I think Andito si Deputy Court Admin Attorney Villanueva, Raul Villanueva. Sir, any comments, sir?
Good afternoon, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. First, with respect to this proposed bill, no, to create additional courts in Oriental Mindoro, particularly 2 in Calapan, 2 RTC courts in Calapan, and 1 municipal trial court in Baco, Oriental Mindoro. Maybe just submit by way of comment, Your Honor, the following. First, with respect to the creation of an additional regional trial court, which is designated or perhaps considered as a regular regional trial court there, we have no objection to the same, Your Honor, because the present caseload of the 2 RTC courts in Calapan City have an average of about 700 per court, Your Honor. So there is really a need. There is really a need to create or add another regional trial court there. With respect to...
Attorney Villanueva, so two RTCs with a caseload each of 700?
Yes, an average of 700 each.
Okay. So RTC yun, ano? So
RTC,
kung
yes.
1, pero hindi kasi nyo dinidistribute, no? When we create a new court, hindi nag-unload sa
At least
existing,
it will lessen the raffle in the meantime of new cases, no, to these old courts, so that the new court will have a caseload that will more or less approximate the present caseload of the 2 existing courts.
Pero hindi ba sa Supreme Court, when there is a new justice, so the most junior justice, the justices unload their caseload to the new justice, di ba?
That is the way insofar as the 3rd level and the Supreme Court perhaps are concerned, Your Honor. But with respect to the regional trial courts, we do not usually...
Kaya iniisip ko, how can a new court impact on the on lessening the caseload of the existing courts? Kasi yun ang purpose natin eh. Wala ba, is there no way, can we not think of a system na immediately judge ba, diba, gawin natin ito Calapan, so 2 courts daw, 2 RTC, 700, we create a new one. 700, 0 sa umpisa. Ganun yung mangyayari. So, hindi naramdaman kaagad yung benefit of this new court. Siguro, ano yun, the first 10 cases to be filed after the creation of the court, sa kanya pupunta.
Usually, there is a ratio that we're following, Your Honor. Because you have to understand that insofar as our trial courts are concerned, it's one judge, no, dealing with the cases that are raffled to him or her. But with respect to our appellate courts, for example, 3rd level and the Supreme Court, the 4th level, the highest court, usually that's a collegial body, Your Honor. That's why, I mean, in a division, they work in divisions, Your Honor. In the case of our trial courts, they work on their own, Your Honor. That's why it cannot be done that way with the present setup that we have right now.
Is there no way? Can we not use our imagination kung paano how a new court should now impact the existing courts and help in the speedy disposition of cases in the existing courts?
Your Honor,
Anyway, pag-isipan natin po yan, Prosecutor Aspi, pag-isipan natin, pagtulungan natin pag-isipan, paano? Ganun si 700, then new court, 0 muna siya. O, paano yun? Sana, di ba? Kung sana, 500, 400. I don't know.
we will look into that, Your Honor, because that can be perhaps addressed by a policy that the Supreme Court will adopt, Your Honor. Perhaps no legislation in the meantime is necessary for that.
Kasi di ba, when I asked the court of the formula, anong natanggap kong sagot? 300, no? Ang natanggap kong sagot ay 300.
Yes, Your Honor.
A reasonable
Caseload.
caseload for an RTC judge is 300 cases. So kung alam na natin na unreasonable na yung burden ng dalawang RTC sa Calapan na 700, hence we created a new court, how come hindi sila natulungan? How come no impact sa kanila? I mean, pag-isipan natin.
Yes, Your Honor. But like I said, at least it will lighten the burden of the old courts because they will not be receiving that much new cases in the meantime because it will be given to the new court.
Pero kasi ganito naman nangyayari sa JBC, di ba? I sit in the JBC. Oh, court, wag na muna natin i-fill up kasi walang caseload. O di, pero sabi ko, teka muna, one of the strategies we are pursuing to help in the lessening the caseload is to create more courts. And yet, if the court has minimal caseload, we don't prioritize the selection or appointment of the judge. Di ba? in the meantime, ano siya, pairing or may temporary assign sa kanya? Yung na-assign sa kanya, may caseload na.
Yes, Your Honor. But usually that pertains to existing courts, Your Honors, that despite the existence of those courts, those courts have only very low caseloads. That's why sometimes the JBC does not, give priority in filling the vacancy in the meantime.
Yun na nga, so yun na, ayoko rin yung committee ko to be creating courts where they are not justified. So,
Yes, sir.
what is our, ano kaya ang ating,
Well, in this case,
upuan natin to.
no, Your Honor,
Anong formula natin?
I am here to support it, but just to submit these comments, Your Honors, that first, with respect to the creation of one RTC court, that is fine, Your Honor. With respect to including a family court, because there is a second RTC court that the bill is proposing to be created in Calapan, perhaps there is no need for the same if we will implement already RA 8369. Because RA, Republic Act 8369 actually mandated the creation of family courts in nationwide, Your Honor, and we are already proposing and submitting to the to Congress, when we submit our budget, to include the budgetary support for the creation of family courts, at least 48, to implement already RA 8369, because this has been passed more than 10 years, 14 years ago, Your Honor.
Do you agree with my interpretation that law calls for the creation of separate courts?
Yes, Your Honor.
To be called family court?
Yes, Your Honor.
So in effect, meron tayong RTC, meron tayong mga MTCs, and then meron tayong family courts.
Yes, Your Honor. We agree.
Si family court at si RTC magkamukha lang, pero si family court very, very streamlined or specific ang jurisdiction niya.
That is correct, Your Honor, because under RA, Republic Act 8369, it speaks of a separate set of family courts.
The designation of the RTC is a transitory measure.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
What do you think, Judge Lee, of the PJA? Kasi yun ang interpretation ko eh. Into the mic. Anyway, privileged communication lahat to. Judge.
Well, Your Honor, good afternoon. One solution, not creation of courts, but additional 2 legal researchers all over the country. That's my point. Adding one station, one branch will not solve, but creating 2 more legal researchers for each court. First level, second level. Yun lang po.
Okay, precisely because the creation of a new branch does not immediately relieve the overloaded judge. Yun yun ang isipin natin, anong solusyon?
Yes po.
Mr. Senator, dagdagan natin ng, may 3, dinagdagan ng 1. Yung 3, ganun pa rin ang problema nila eh. Kasi hindi nagbago yung manpower nila. And one experiment was conducted in Quezon City wherein we were given 2 legal researchers. Halos lahat ng pending namin from 700 cut to 200 to 100 pending cases. The Justicia, alam po ni DCA Raul, the Justicia of the Judicial.
DCA Villanueva, giving them each court additional 2 legal researchers. We would need the law to do that. No?
We just need budgetary support for that, Your Honor.
You just
we've been actually proposing that, Your Honor.
So ilagay nyo lang sa budget ng Supreme Court.
But now, going ahead of the presentation that we will be making for the 2016 budget of the Judiciary, what we will be proposing is actually some sort of a decongestion executive assistant or officer to help the courts, actually basically performing the legal research work that Judge PJ President Lee just mentioned, Your Honor.
But basta, all I'm saying is if you need support through law, please feel free to approach this committee or this representation. I will be glad to sponsor, to author such a measure if necessary. Pero if you say sa budget lang ilalagay,
apparently that is the strategy, so to speak, or the avenue that we're taking right now, Your Honor, so that it can be immediately implemented.
Anyway, we will also seek the advice of the opinion of the DBM. Ganun lang. DBM, sulatan lang yung DBM. Kasi if we are to pursue the suggestion of Judge Lee, na 2 additional researchers or yung idea nyo, decongestion,
Executive officers or assistants, Your Honor.
Okay, so,
Just for the record, Your Honor, one thing that we're also doing to address that problem of congestion or heavy caseloads on the part of some of our stations, Your Honors, is the assisting court system that is presently being pilot tested. We have difficulties in just assigning additional judges to a certain heavily burdened court. Instead, because they'll be using the same staff or personnel. So what we did was we gave some heavily burdened courts partner court, so to speak, so that their cases raffled to a particularly heavily congested court will be transferred to a court or station which has a light caseload, Your Honor. And they will be the ones to hear the case using the personnel of that judge, Your Honor, in their station. So that's what we're doing right now also to address that problem.
are these assisting judges in the same LGU?
In the same region.
In the same region, at least region.
At present, Your Honor, what we're pilot testing is that Metro Manila first-level courts or Metropolitan Trial Courts in Manila assisting the Metropolitan Trial Courts in Quezon City and Makati. So all these cases that are being filed right now in Manila and in Quezon City and Makati, first-level courts, will be transferred to their respective assisting courts in Manila because the average caseload in Quezon City and Makati for first-level courts is about 1,500 to 2,000. The average caseload of Metropolitan Trial Courts in Manila is about 100 to 150, Your Honor. So you can see the disparity, Your Honors. So what we did was we partnered these courts, Your Honors, so that this judge who is helping a particular court in Quezon City or Makati will be using his own staff and not burden anymore the staff of the heavily congested court, Your Honor.
But if hearings are necessary, saan? In the original
It will be
court?
heard already. It's like a forced change of venue, Your Honor.
Okay, so ganun nangyari.
It will be heard in Manila so that the people of the staff and the judge of Manila will no longer go to either Quezon City or Makati. It will be the records that will go to Manila, and then the parties. It's like a change of venue, Your Honor.
But the court rendering the decision is the original court?
It's the same. It's the assisting court, Your Honors, on behalf of the court in Quezon City or Makati. But when there is an appeal, the appeal will be brought before the RTC of Quezon City or Makati, not in Manila, because the jurisdiction is Manila and Makati, Your Honor.
How will the decision look like? Anong itsura ng caption nung decision?
Metropolitan Republic of the Philippines, National Capital Judicial Region, Metropolitan Trial Court, Branch Blanc of Manila.
Of Manila?
For branch of Quezon City. Parang ganun pa. Ganun pa mangyari. That's a caption, Your Honor.
Okay, but as if originating from Quezon City. So pagdating sa
it's still
mo.
Quezon City, Your Honor.
Okay.
Except that it's no longer being heard entirely in Quezon City because it's heavily burdened.
So at least these are the efforts to help in the speedy disposition of cases and decongest the courts. So thank you for your inputs, this Villanueva. Pero dun sa MTC pa.
Yes, pa.
Yes.
As an additional comment, there is a circuit right now, San Leonardo, Baco, and Puerto Galera, Your Honor. The present caseload is about 112 only, Your Honor. So if you will split that, make it a circuit, municipal circuit trial court only of San Leonardo and Puerto Galera, and then separate Baco, it might not have that much caseload, Your Honor. But nonetheless, we are not objecting. We're just saying that, at present, the caseload is not that much, Your Honor. But nonetheless, if it is the wisdom of the committee to approve it, Your Honor, we will not object, actually. So,
because sometimes we have to look forward, diba? We have to project hindi natin alam yung economic progress.
We can only, yes, Your Honor, we can only surmise that the reason for that is because of the distance, involving some of the litigants, perhaps from Baco, who have to travel all the way to San Leonardo, Your Honor, because the station is in San Leonardo. It's not in any other place, Your Honor.
So any comments, any other comments to the proposal to create new courts in Calapan, Oriental, Mindoro, and Baco? Okay.
Your Honor, may I just point out that, again, with respect to the creation of another RTC in Calapan, Mindoro, we agreed to that one, Your Honor, considering the caseload. But with respect to the family court, like I said, the Supreme Court came out with a resolution dated March 10, 2015, only several days ago, Your Honor, for the implementation already of Republic Act number 8369, no? And included courts to be created is one in Calapan. So that's why there is no need for the creation of a family court in Calapan to be included in the bill of Congressman Liachon. No? I just wanted to make it clear, Your Honor.
Thank you for pointing that out. So very, very clear. So no comment. Any other inputs? Okay, so let's proceed now. Can we first take up the resolutions on the safety and security of members of the judiciary, and at the same time, the safety and security of the members of the Philippine Bar? Yes, D.C. Villanueva.
Yes, Your Honor. May I just report to the committee, Your Honor, that with respect to the resolution involving the killing of Judge Reynerio Estacio, no, last February 2014, the update is this. There is already a case filed, no, against the suspect. The suspect is actually, if I may be able to disclose it, Your Honor, anyway, it's a public record there in Zamboanga City. The accused is Muhammad Al-Khalid's Amisali, Your Honor. He is charged for two criminal cases, one for murder and another for frustrated murder involving the wife. Because the shooting, at the time of the shooting, the wife was also with the late Judge Estacio in the car, no, in the vehicle he was driving. The accused had already been arraigned, Your Honor, in these two cases. However, because the venue is in Zamboanga City, the judge, actually all the judges there actually inhibited from hearing the cases because the victim is a former colleague. So it's now, the Supreme Court already issued a resolution designating another judge, no, Judge Dahaw, Judge Laini Dahaw, to hear the case in Zamboanga City. So that's the update, Your Honor, regarding these particular cases.
But Judge Dahaw herself inhibited?
No, Your Honor, not yet. By the way, Judge Laini Dahaw.
Akala ko sabihin mo all inhibited.
He's not from Zamboanga. All the Zamboanga judges inhibited. Okay. So the Supreme Court came up with a resolution designating Judge Laini Dahaw. He is a male, Your Honor, not a female.
Okay,
Your Honors, but only on a limited basis, Your Honor. So those are the things that we're doing. And finally, Your Honors, if there is really a death threat, no, if there are death threats, no, to our judges, that we require them to immediately report to us so that we can make the proper coordination with either the NBI or the police, Your Honors, for their security. But the only problem usually being countered, Your Honors, is of course the expenses related to you know, these kinds of arrangements, Your Honors. But nonetheless, other than that, Your Honors, those are the only things that we can do at present.
But the purpose is to generate ideas on how to improve the security of our trial court judges. Pero is my list accurate and complete? O meron ba akong nakaligtaan? Because
as I see it, Your Honor, it is accurate, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge Lee.
In my list, I have 23. Yes, from 1999 to 2014.
To 2014. So my list is up to 2012. So I have 21. So meaning to say, in those 2 years plus 2.
Yes.
Estacio and Judge Estacio and
Arles.
Arles. Cipriano, Lacasandile, then Pingao, then Arles from Negros Occidental.
Yeah, Arles is
then
in my
Estacio.
Arles is in my list, so baka kulang. I-compare na lang natin, Judge, ano, ang list natin.
We gave you a list,
okay.
Your Honor, with respect
my
to the
staff will compare.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, but the next question is, if the list is accurate or complete, ano na status? Siguro, sino ba nag-imbestiga nito? Police o NBI? At ano na ang status? Siguro dapat naman mapursu din natin ito.
Actually, Your Honor, with respect to the case of without going to the details of everything, no. But since the time that we joined the Office of the Court Administrator, we've been monitoring these cases, and at the same time, we've been asking our judges, executive judges, to monitor the same and coordinate. No, that's why, at least in the case of Judge Arles, there are suspects, and unfortunately, at least the situation is that there were some who were dropped, no, in the charge, no. But there are some who are being tried. Then with respect to Judge Lacasandile, like I said, there is a change of venue, but it's being tried as well. In the case of Judge Cipriano, unfortunately, the suspect has yet to be arrested. And then in the case of Judge Pingao of Ilocos Norte, actually the suspect is also, to my understanding, is undergoing trial as well, Your Honor, because they know that it is one of those who visited him at the night he was butchered, Your Honor.
The older cases are already solved? Case closed?
Unfortunately, most of the cases prior to the time that I joined, Your Honors, either they remain as unsolved, or some of the cases have been archived already because the prosecution does not have enough evidence, at least witnesses at this time to pursue the same.
In cases like this, let's characterize the cases as murder. Does the prescriptive period already run?
I think for the time of the filing of the information, Your Honors, it is...
Stop.
Yes.
Pero yung iba, sabi mo, the prosecutor has no one to charge. So ano yun?
They have to archive it. If there is no, well, there are several situations with that, Your Honor. One is that no case at all could be filed, because there's not enough evidence. They cannot even name the suspect at
In
times.
that case, the prescriptive period is running?
Yes, Your Honor. The moment that, when they file the information, then the prescription will start to run unless they archive it, Your Honor. If they feel that there is no need to, they cannot prosecute it in the meantime. But if they're not archiving it, Your Honor, then it will continue to run.
Oh, you know why I'm asking that, because I'm thinking of making murder imprescriptible. Iniisip ko kasi yung mga ganito ba? Who knows, in the future we might have leads to solve the crime. Well, my staff is studying that idea. Okay, so NBI, does NBI have something to share regarding the cases of judges?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, it was the NBI who solved the case of the murder of Judge Arles in Negros. Yeah. I think it's undergoing trial now, sir.
So NBI, Judge Arles, all the rest, you were not involved? How can we get the NBI involved in the killing of a judge? Kasi alam mo ba, tinatanong ko, we are now doing the NBI charter. PNP jurisdiction, NBI jurisdiction, may mga priority, anong term natin sa NBI? Priority, may term tayo sa kanila, priority cases. So pwede natin lagay, killing of judges, kung gusto natin, NBI. How do we get the NBI involved?
Well, Your Honor, we actually call on them so that they can be involved, Your Honor. In the case of Judge Lacasandile, we coordinated with, and we actually asked our judges to coordinate not only with the police but also with the NBI, in Ilocos Sur. So the same in Cagayan, in Tuguegarao, Your Honor, with respect to the case of Judge Cipriano. I was not able to monitor the case of Judge Pingao, but at least in the case of Judge Arles, that happened, Your Honor. And in the case of Judge Estacio, Your Honor, as well.
Sa Attorney Lugay?
Your Honor, for the record, the NBI has been a consistent partner for a long time with the Philippine Judicial Academy in educating and informing, preparing the judges on how to secure themselves, how to assess threats, etc., Your Honor.
We have here Attorney Pablico of CIDG PNP. Sir, do you have any inputs on the resolution about the murders of our judges?
Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, sir, I have with me a compilation of all the cases involving the killings of judges, prosecutors, and lawyers all over the country, collated by the PNP CIDG under the task force JPL. And in this recapitulation, there is a remarks portion wherein the updates on these cases are listed, Your Honor.
Have you submitted that to the committee, or just now, today, you will submit it?
We will submit it to the committee, Your Honor.
Okay, so Thank you, Attorney Pablico.
Yes, sir.
So that already touches also on the next
Mr. Chairman.
resolution on the killing
Can
of lawyers.
can
Yes,
I have the
Judge Lee.
floor? Our immediate concern now, we are not being issued a firearm by the Supreme Court. We have to purchase our own firearm. Not only that, we have to go to Camp Crame and same process as an ordinary citizen. I mean, sorry for the term, just like any applicant. But we have to leave our courtrooms, our job, just to follow the line going. There were 19 requirements now. And you have to personally appear.
Do you also take the psychological exam?
Yes, I just took one last week.
Good.
No, I was made to draw, a male and a female. I asked the psychologist how to draw, and he taught me how to draw, a male and a female. So I suppose...
Is that, so firearm is one of the solutions that you thought of, no? But DCA Villanueva, arming our judges, is that one of the measures that you are considering?
Well, to put it, to be frank about it, Your Honor, of course, that is not the core function of the court, not to arm our judges. But we actually provide loan facilities, no, for judges who would like to avail of, purchasing. We have that window, Your Honors. But other than that, I share the sentiment of Judge Lee.
Pero it's a new program, at least.
No. It's been an ongoing program.
How long has that been loan?
More than
More than 20 years, ganun na?
No, more than 10 years na po.
So
siguro.
parang reaction nyo na rin yan sa nangyayari.
Yes po.
Yeah,
I guess
parang
realizing the need, Your Honors, that there might be those who would like to arm themselves.
Anyway, step by step po yan. Sa ngayon, yan ang naisip po ng Supreme Court, may loan facility for judges if they want to purchase firearms.
Yes, Your Honor.
But no special procedure as to licensing. Follow sila sa
The
ordinary.
licensing, actually, what we do is, if we can collate it, we collate it, no? But if not, then they will have to do it on their own.
Mr. Chairman,
Oh, yes, sir, Judge.
a judge is considered as a person in authority. But we are required to get a permit from an agent of person in authority, from PNP, Firearms Explosives Office. If there is a law declaring persons in authority to be exempt, there be a law that we be exempt from getting a permit to carry outside residence. Possession, we agree to that, so that for reference file purposes of the Firearms and Explosives Office. But as to the permit to carry firearm within the station, there must be a law. We suggest that there must be a law on persons in authority, like judges, mayor, and barangays included.
We will study the proposal, Judge Lee.
Thank you.
Yes, Judge Chavez-T.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Judge Grace T. of METSIJAP. Your Honor, last week, the other week, March 12, there was a meeting of the Security Committee of the Supreme Court, of which the different judges' associations are members. It is chaired by Honorable Justice Marvic Leonen, and that committee will study all the options available for judges. One is providing firearms. Several years ago, there was already a loan facility with the Supreme Court, of which many of us judges have already availed of firearms with accredited gun stores. However, of late, because of the passage of RA 10591, the judges find it difficult to apply for LTOP, or license to own and possess firearms. 3 weeks ago, I applied personally with the PNP Crame. Well, I was given somehow VIP treatment. But still, I went through the process of medical drug testing, even the firearm actual shooting. But we suggested with the Security Committee as one of the options for the judges. The PhilJA has been conducting personal security training of judges, wherein the judges are, for a day, we are trained at PNP Silang. If we can substitute that training for the requirement of PNP for the LTOP. And currently, Justice Leonen has committed to coordinate with the PNP to draft memorandum of agreement just like before with the previous PNP chief. However, he said that because of the volatile situation of the PNP leadership, then they cannot yet move on drafting a memorandum of agreement with respect to the streamlining of the procedures for LTOF for judges as well as the permit to carry firearms. But well, that security committee will meet every now and then to look into the issues of security of judges in this.
I think that can be facilitated through a MOA. Tama, no? DCA, Villanueva?
Yes po.
MOA lang siguro, Supreme Court or PJA with the, ano?
Regarding the licensing,
Yeah,
ano?
yung procedure, yung
Yes.
streamlined procedure for them.
Actually, the PNP is, reach out to some institutions, Your Honors, by allowing some applications to be done where the officers are, no, where the officials are. They did it in the Supreme Court, Your Honor, involving the justices and some key officials of the Supreme Court. They went to the Supreme Court for that.
Anyway, basta klaro, that's one of the strategies but not the most important one, no? Kasi, di ba Judge, hindi naman, may dala ka nga, dala mo yun, ikaw? You're expected to use that firearm to protect yourself? Ganun?
Yes, we are trained in the personal security training. We are trained to handle firearms and even to do karate, and even to be aware of our surroundings. We are taught for 3 days on that, sir.
So, yung proposal, DCA, yung the sheriff to serve as parang security,
Yes.
in the trial lang, in the
No,
courtroom
sometimes outside, even outside. Of
Okay.
course, as close in. Your
Okay,
Honor,
but the sheriff is also has a program to possess firearm? Kasi si judge ang may firearm. Ito, Attorney Publico, can the firearm of the judge be given to the sheriff when the
No.
sheriff is securing the judge? Hindi, for the record, sir, para klaro.
No, Your Honor.
So, paano ngayon yun?
Usually,
Yung sheriff, may program ba tayo doon sa sheriff?
wala po. Insofar as, gun acquisition is concerned, we do not provide the same kind of loan facility, as we give to the judges. But, so, when they do that, of course, they do it voluntarily for one, Your Honor. And then second, if they want to really secure their judge, then they will have to, secure or buy their own firearm and have it licensed, Your Honor.
Violation po yun. I have a gun in my name, license in my name. Can I lend it to the person securing me? Is that a violation of the terms of the license?
It is a violation of the terms of the license, Your Honor.
Even if that person is with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, but we will get a copy of the report of the PNP. Hagip nyo na yung lawyers, no? Kasi pati lawyers, I have noticed an alarming trend in the killing of lawyers,
Yes,
of
sir.
our compañeros.
This is a complete compilation from 1999 to 2015 all over the country.
What is the state with lawyers? Is it alarming already? Killing of lawyers.
Yes, sir, it is alarming.
Saan kaya natin ma-attribute ito? Saan natin ito ma-attribute, Attorney Villanueva? And then I'll ask the PAO. PAO, how do you feel also threatened due to your work? Or do you receive threats due to your work?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. If our honorable judges would be given that benefits, then we most welcome that in the public attorney's office. The threat is also real insofar as our functions are concerned.
For example, yung training sa judges na yung awareness of your surroundings. Kasi importante sa akin, importante yung more than the karate, yung awareness. Meron kayong mga ganung training sa PAO? Wala.
We have to conduct, we have to undergo that training.
Yeah, pero right now, wala.
As of now, wala
So,
pa.
pwedeng, so if for persons similarly situated, facing the same threats due to the nature of your work, pwedeng i-pattern what we're doing, what the training, the seminars we're giving to judges, we can pattern the training and the seminars to be given to you. And even to our prosecutors, siguro. Do we give it to the prosecutors already? Prosecutor Aspi, our prosecutors, do they also undergo the same training, lalo na yung awareness of the surroundings?
No, Your Honor, I didn't.
Saan ko po sa isang resolution ko, isa prosecutor, no?
Yes, because
Makadatar Marsangka of Iligan
there are
City.
so many prosecutors who were killed because of their duties.
So ganun, so actually we can lump them together, no? Judges, prosecutors, and lawyers. Ano pa ba? Yeah, prosecutors, kasama na. Okay, so, well anyway, I filed this resolution so we can start the discussion and then pag-isipan natin, and if you have ideas which need legislation, please pass on to me. Okay, let's move on to Senate Bill Resolution number 2670. Ito. This one, which I hope to revolutionize the investigation of criminal cases. We will replace PI with the so-called CI. So I hope to solicit your comments. Let's start with the DOJ. Pero yung PI, preliminary investigation, we will replace it with the criminal investigation system. Prosecutor Aspi.
Thank you, Your Honor. For the record, I am not representing the DOJ here, but I was just requested by ASECSI to come over and to monitor the hearing. But I was made to understand that there is a similar bill filed in the House of Representatives, and we got the information that there are certain sectors of the National Prosecution Service who are not totally agreeing to the proposed bill, and because of that, I understand that the DOJ is trying to find this out so that we'll make a unified stand on the proposal.
We are addressing the complaint that and ako naman, I also have personal knowledge of this, the complaint of the pendency, the long pendency of cases under PI before the prosecutor. Na parang it's the time that these cases are being investigated would equal the time of their trial. So dumodoble po yung time. So ito yung isa sa mga naisip to replace it. So kaya ang tanong, will this solve or answer the evil or the problem we're trying to address? So I would like to solicit your comments, no? As people involved in the justice system. Doon po sa judge, doon po tayo sa yung baguhin natin yung konsepto ng preliminary investigation. Tsaka involved na yung close coordination na between the prosecutor and the PNP. Do you have any comments, Attorney Pablico, of the PNP?
Yes, so at present, the only comment that the PNP, insofar as the investigation of cases is concerned, is that it will improve the efficiency of the policeman if he is working hand in hand with the prosecutor, and it will also improve the quality of cases that will be filed before the courts. Initially, that would be my personal comment on this, sir.
Yes, Prosecutor Aspi.
On a personal basis, Your Honor, not talking of the DOJ or our Committee on Conduct Crimes. Of course, I understand that. I agree that a coordination with the law enforcers would somehow add to the efficiency of filing criminal cases. But I understand that the better way. Another thing is to make this more efficient is by raising the standard of proof required in filing the information. Because as of now, probable cause is very, very broad and very low standard. And we prosecutors may find probable cause, but we already believe in on the evidence that we cannot convict the accused. But we have to file the information because that the law says if there is a probable cause, you file it. So there are many instances that we file the case, although we know that for a fact that we will not be able to prove this beyond reasonable doubt during trial. Now, another point, Your Honor, is on the matter of further actions on a certain decision of the prosecutor or the judge. The right to appeal a finding of probable cause or the file of the information should already be removed because anyway there is a trial. So it's better traced out in the full-blown
The
trial.
right to appeal to the secretary?
Yes.
So,
There could be
ang naririnig ko rin ay tumatagal din.
Yes, because Your Honor, we have so many cases that it even reached the Supreme Court just the matter of probable cause. Now, there is a trial, so why not present all the evidence in the court and let the court says what happened, and if there is somebody who committed the crime, then he be convicted.
At saka, when the case proceeded to trial, therefore there was a second determination of probable cause made by the judge.
Added to the
Twice.
delay, yes. I don't know what was the reason behind that. Then, if you are a good lawyer, then you can question this up to the Supreme Court, the finding of probable cause by the judge. So, I think...
So you're giving me 2 points, ha? You're
Yes,
giving me 2 points. The
the-
confidence level in the part of the investigating prosecutor, yung isang point mo yun eh.
Yes.
The confidence in securing a conviction. Ay,
Yes.
John, agree ako ron kasi yun ang nasa isip ko rin. The number 2, yung appeal to the SDOJ. Medyo i-review yan.
Yes, appeal can only be allowed when there is a dismissal because the prosecutor...
Precise.
might-
Wala pa yun sa court, no?
Anyway, it's not
yes.
the court. Hindi na baling magtagal yan. Wala namang ano
Tama.
pa eh. So, and then the other thing that I found here is the reversal to the judges. I mean, we might be only transferring the bottleneck. Because this was the system before, and I think the Supreme Court removed this from the municipal trial court. And another thing is the determination of whether an information to be filed or not is still executive. So, and the so-called preliminary hearing is merely a weighing of evidence. It's not yet a judicial function for the determination of the respective rights of litigants. This is still a continuation of the assessment of the evidence. So I